G'day, welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video. My name's Matt, but you all know me as WFX Malice. In today's video, I'm going to be upgrading the hard drive on my Metabox Prime 650. Now before you get started, make sure you remove any USB or memory card devices you've got plugged in. The good thing about the Metabox Prime is all you need to do is take off the back case. Now you'll be removing the entire back case and it unclips fairly easily. So don't be alarmed if the screws don't come out of the case when you unscrew them. It's probably actually better if you just unscrew them and leave them all in place. Now, full disclosure on this one, the hard drive upgrade was a little bit of a failure on this particular laptop. You see, the hard drive I'm using is a PCIe NVMe SSD M.2. In this particular laptop, the channels work so that you can only have one SATA M.2 or one PCIe M.2. You can't have both. When you plug one in, the other one will be null and void. And considering they're both 500GB, I decided not to go ahead with it as it's not really going to upgrade it. There is one good thing I do like about the construction of the inside of these, and that's the fact that they have the GPU heat pipes separate to the CPU, so it keeps things nice and cool. It's a really good idea. A lot of laptops don't do this. They run everything through one set of heat pipes. Once you've got all the screws removed, you're going to go along with your guitar picks or plastic prying tools and just get all those little clips on the side. Once you've got them, you can literally lift the whole case off. So on the internals, starting at the top left, we have GPU, then underneath that we have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, we've got our RAM slots. In this particular case, I've got two 16GB RAM sticks in there. The CPU is next to those. We've got the M.2 SATA on the left, the M.2 PCIe is next to that to the right, and underneath that we have two 2.5-inch bays that you can put either a hard drive or an SSD. You can actually double stack them. Now I haven't tried to run two 2.5 drives in this. I'm not sure if it's the same case as the M.2s that you can only have one or the other, but worth a try. Remove the little screw inside, pop that M.2 in position, screw it in, put the case back on, and you are good to go. Now as I said, for this particular one, this didn't quite work as I planned. I did have to go ahead and remove the M.2 NVMe as it wasn't much of an upgrade. Instead, I've gone and used the NVMe on my desktop workstation. Now, all you want to do is line this case up nice and neatly and then go and press down in each corner. It may be an advantage to you to put your fingers either side of each screw hole as you're putting the screws back in, just to help it clip together nice and neatly. I did find in a couple of spots it didn't want to budge any further until I did put some pressure on. But otherwise, this is a fairly quick build. To strip it down and put it back together took me all of about 15 minutes, and I've managed to condense this down to less than 5 minutes in a video. You've got one last step once the laptop boots up, and that is to go into Windows Disk Manager, which can be accessed by right-clicking on the Start menu. When you're in Disk Manager, you'll need to provision the drive and then set up your partition. Well, I hope you've learned something here. I hope I've been able to help you in one way or another. If you do have any questions, put them in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button if this is something you're into. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.